Senior, these two worst vitamins that weaken your legs after 60. As we grow older, especially after we turn 60, our legs become more than just a means of getting around. They are a crucial part of our independence and quality of life. But here's the thing. Some vitamins, which we might think are beneficial, can actually be doing more harm than good. Over time, these nutrients can weaken our muscles, slow our recovery, and leave us feeling less and more prone to discomfort. In this video, we're going to dive into the two worst vitamins that may be secretly sabotaging your legs after 60, and what you can do to protect your strength and mobility for the years ahead. Stay tuned because this information could make all the difference in how you feel tomorrow. Number 15. Sweets and sugary desserts. When we think about treats like cakes, cookies, and pastries, it's hard to resist. They're delicious. They're often a part of family gatherings, celebrations, and moments of comfort. But here's the thing. These sugary desserts come with a hidden cost, especially as we get older. For seniors, indulging in these sweet treats might seem harmless, but they can actually trigger some serious issues when it comes to muscle health. The sugary desserts causes your blood sugar levels to spike, which can feel like a quick boost of energy. However, this is quickly followed by a sharp drop in blood sugar, leaving you feeling fatigued and drained. This constant up and down blood sugar roller coaster not only leaves you feeling tired, but also puts a strain on your muscles. Over time, this can lead to muscle weakness and even muscle loss, particularly in the legs. The reason behind this is simple. When your body is constantly battling with fluctuating sugar levels, it has a harder time maintaining muscle mass and strength, and as we age, our muscles naturally start to lose mass and strength. Anyway, but sugary treats only speed up this process. For seniors, this means that the legs, those vital muscles that carry us through our day, are more vulnerable to weakness and fatigue. The more we rely on these sugary foods, the harder it becomes for our bodies to preserve the muscle strength we need to stay mobile and independent. It's not just about the immediate sugar rush, it's about how these foods affect our overall muscle health in the long run. So, the next time you're tempted by a sweet dessert, consider how it might be silently undermining your leg strength and, in turn, your ability to stay active and strong. Moderation is key. Finding healthier alternatives that satisfy your sweet tooth without compromising your muscle health can go a long way in keeping your legs strong and your body vibrant. Number 14. Fried foods. Fried foods are often a tempting indulgence, whether it's crispy chicken, French fries, or fried snacks that we enjoy as a treat or quick meal. But for those over 60, these delicious golden brown bites come with a price that you may not be aware of, one that can have a serious impact on your leg health. These foods are loaded with unhealthy fats, particularly trans fats, which are incredibly harmful to the body. Trans fats are known to trigger inflammation, and inflammation is the enemy of healthy muscles and joints. As we age, our bodies become more susceptible to inflammation, and when we regularly consume fried foods, this inflammation is only made worse. This results in stiffness, swelling, and pain, especially in the joints and muscles, making everyday movements like walking or climbing stairs more difficult and uncomfortable. For seniors, this kind of discomfort is something you don't want to deal with, as it can affect your overall mobility and quality of life. The problems don't stop there, though. Fried foods also contribute to poor circulation, which is a major issue for leg health. When we eat foods high in unhealthy fats, they clog up our arteries and slow down blood flow, meaning less oxygen and fewer nutrients can reach the muscles in our legs. Without proper circulation, your muscles become weaker and more fatigued, leaving you with that all too familiar feeling of heaviness in your legs. This lack of circulation can also lead to cramps and muscle soreness, making it harder to stay active and mobile. In fact, when blood flow is compromised, your legs may feel weaker and less capable of performing physical tests, which is a critical concern as we rely on our legs for everything, from walking to maintaining our independence. So, while fried foods may offer a quick and tasty fix, the long-term effects can be seriously damaging to your leg health. If you want to maintain strong, functional legs that can support you as you age, it's important to limit your intake of these inflammatory foods and focus on options that promote good circulation and muscle health. Instead of reaching for that of fries, consider healthier cooking methods like baking or grilling that are better for your joints, muscles, and overall well-being. Your legs and your body will thank you for it. 13. White bread. White bread may seem like a harmless everyday food, but if you're over 60, it could be one of the culprits silently weakening your legs and energy levels. You might not think twice about a sandwich or a slice of toast, but white bread is packed with refined carbohydrates that can do more harm than good. When you consume white bread, it has a high glycemic index, meaning it's quickly digested and causes a rapid spike in your blood sugar. While that may give you a quick burst of energy, the aftermath is where the problem lies. After that quick spike, your blood sugar crashes just as quickly, leading to feelings of fatigue and weakness. For seniors, this blood sugar roller coaster can be especially draining. When you're already feeling tired or low on energy, these crashes only exacerbate the issue, leaving you feeling more drained and less motivated to stay active. What makes this even worse is that these fluctuations in blood sugar don't just affect your energy levels, they also impact your muscles. Your muscles rely on stable, consistent energy to perform at their best. When you regularly eat foods like white bread that cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, your muscles are deprived of the steady energy they need to stay strong and functional. This energy depletion can result in muscle weakness, which is particularly concerning when it comes to your legs. Over time, your legs may become more prone to fatigue, soreness, and even muscle atrophy. Atrophy occurs when the muscle fibers break down due to lack of use or proper nutrition, and it can significantly weaken your ability to move freely and with strength. We all know how important it is to have strong legs as we age, whether it's for walking, standing, or simply maintaining balance. But with white bread in your diet, you're unknowingly contributing to the decline in muscle health, making it harder for your legs to support you as you grow older. To keep your legs strong, it's crucial to choose healthier alternatives that won't cause those harmful blood sugar spikes. Whole grains like whole wheat bread or oats are far better choices because they have a lower glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly and steadily, helping to keep your blood sugar levels stable. This steady release of energy provides your muscles with the fuel they need to stay strong and active throughout the day. While white bread may be a convenient and comforting food, the long-term effects on your muscle health are not worth the trade-off. By swapping it out for whole grains, you'll not only help maintain your energy levels, but you'll also be taking a huge step toward protecting your legs and overall well-being. Don't let something as simple as a slice of bread hold you back from staying strong and healthy as you age. Number 12. Alcohol. It's easy to think of a glass of wine or a cold beer as just a simple way to unwind after a long day. But for those of us over 60, alcohol might be doing more harm than we realize, especially when it comes to our legs and muscle health. While the occasional drink may seem harmless, the effects alcohol has on your body can seriously slow down your muscle recovery and over time even weaken your legs. One of the most concerning issues with alcohol is how it affects hydration. When you drink alcohol, it acts as a diuretic, which means it causes your body to lose more fluid than usual. As a result, you can become dehydrated, and this dehydration affects your muscles in a big way. Proper hydration is essential for muscle recovery and function, as water helps transport nutrients and oxygen to muscle tissues. Without enough hydration, your muscles are less able to repair and regenerate, which means your legs may feel weaker, more fatigued, and prone to soreness after even moderate activity. But that's not all. Alcohol also interferes with the absorption of essential nutrients that your body and muscles need to stay strong, especially as we age. Nutrients like protein, magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D are crucial for maintaining muscle mass and strength. However, alcohol disrupts the digestive process, making it harder for your body to absorb these key nutrients effectively. As a result, the muscles in your legs may not get the support they need to stay strong and function properly, which can lead to long-term weakness and difficulty performing everyday activities, like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods of time. For seniors, this lack of proper nutrition can also speed up muscle loss and increase the risk of falls and injuries. It's important to remember that alcohol doesn't just affect you in the moment. The impact on your muscle recovery can last for hours or even days after you've had a drink. So if you're trying to stay active and maintain strong, healthy legs, it's a good idea to consider how much alcohol you're consuming. Reducing or cutting back on alcohol can help your body better recover from physical activity, improve hydration levels, and allow your muscles to absorb the nutrients they need to stay strong. Of course, we all deserve to enjoy life and relax, but when it comes to keeping your legs strong and your muscles in tip-top shape, it's important to make choices that support your long-term health. Limiting alcohol consumption can be one of the best things you can do to keep your muscles and your legs feeling strong, healthy, and ready for whatever life throws your way. So if you're over 60 and want to protect your legs from weakness and injury, think about how alcohol is affecting your recovery and make adjustments to keep your body on the path to optimal health. Number 11. Processed meats. Processed meats might seem like an easy and tasty option for a quick meal, a snack, but for seniors they can do a lot of damage to your health, especially when it comes to your legs and overall mobility. We're talking about those familiar favorites like sausages, hot dogs, and the limits, foods that are often packed with sodium and preservatives. These seemingly harmless options can actually contribute to serious inflammation in the body. This isn't just a little soreness. It's the kind of inflammation that can lead to joint stiffness, pain, and a general feeling of discomfort. The joints in your legs, which are crucial for movement and supporting your body weight, are especially vulnerable to this inflammation. As the inflammation builds up, it can make your legs feel stiff, painful, and less flexible, which can make even the simplest movements like getting up from a chair or walking feel more challenging. But the problems don't stop there. Processed meats are notoriously high in sodium, and this excess salt can cause your body to retain more fluid than it should. When your body holds on to this extra fluid, it can make your legs feel swollen and heavy. That feeling of heaviness isn't just uncomfortable, it can also make it harder for you to move around, making daily tasks like climbing stairs, taking a walk, or standing for long periods of time feel like an overwhelming effort. The more processed meats you consume, the more this fluid retention can build up over time, leaving you feeling sluggish and limiting your mobility. For seniors, maintaining good circulation and fluid balance is crucial for overall health and well-being, and consuming too much sodium can really throw things off track. The effects of processed meats on your legs and joints can also worsen over time if these foods are part of your regular diet. As the inflammation and fluid retention continue, it can lead to a vicious cycle where your legs feel more and more burdened, making it harder to stay active and engage in the things you love. This reduction in mobility can also increase the risk of falls or injuries, something that no one wants to experience, especially as we get older. It's important to remember that the occasional indulgence in processed meats is fine, but they shouldn't be a staple in your diet, especially if you're concerned about your leg health and mobility. Reducing your intake of these foods can help you maintain better circulation, reduce inflammation, and keep your legs feeling lighter, more flexible, and stronger. By making healthier choices like opting for leaner cuts of meat, fish, or plant-based protein sources, you're taking steps towards supporting your leg strength and overall vitality. So if you want to keep your legs feeling strong and active as you age, consider cutting back on processed meats and choosing options that are gentler on your joints and muscles. Your legs will thank you for it, and you'll be able to keep moving with ease for years to come. Number 10. Instant noodles. Instant noodles may seem like the perfect solution when you're tired or short on time. They're cheap, quick to prepare, and comforting, especially on a cold day. But if you're 60 and trying to protect your legs' strength and overall health, it's important to understand what these convenient meals are really doing to your body. Instant noodles are loaded with sodium and unhealthy fats, and they offer very little nutritional value. Over time, they can seriously impact your circulation, weaken your muscles, and contribute to long-term discomfort in your legs. Let's start with the sodium. Most instant noodles come with seasoning packets that contain an incredibly high amount of salt, often more than your recommended daily intake in just one serving. For seniors, this can be especially dangerous. Too much sodium causes your body to retain water, which leads to swelling in your legs and ankles, that bloated, heavy feeling you sometimes get in your lower body. Sodium is a major reason for it, and that's not just uncomfortable. It also affects how well blood circulates through your legs. Poor circulation means your muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients, which can make your legs feel tired, weak, and sore, even after doing something as simple as walking around the house. The next problem is the lack of real nutrients. Instant noodles are low in protein, fiber, and essential vitamins and minerals. Your body, especially your muscles, needs these nutrients to function well and recover properly. Without them, you're more likely to experience muscle fatigue and slower healing after physical activity. Over time, this contributes to muscle loss, particularly in your legs, which are some of the most used muscles in your body. When those muscles start to weaken, balance becomes harder to maintain, and your risk of balls or injury increases. And we can't forget about the fats. Instant noodles often contain unhealthy oils and trans fats that contribute to inflammation in the body. Inflammation can make joint pain worse and reduce your flexibility, making everyday movements more difficult and painful. For older adults already dealing with arthritis or other age-related joint issues, this added inflammation can seriously reduce quality of life. It's not about never enjoying comfort food again, it's about making smarter choices for your future mobility, replacing instant noodles with easy-to-make but more nutritious meals, like whole grains, with veggies and lean protein can go a long way in helping you stay active and independent. Your legs work hard to support you every day, giving them the nourishment they need is one of the best gifts you can give yourself as you age. Number 9. Industrial cakes. Those pre-packaged, mass-produced treats you often find on grocery store shelves might seem like a harmless indulgence, but for seniors over 60, they can be a silent saboteur of your leg health. These cakes are loaded with trans fats and empty calories, offering little to no nutritional value. While they may satisfy a sweet craving momentarily, their long-term effects can be detrimental to your muscle strength and joint health. Trans fats commonly found in industrial cakes are artificially created fats that have been linked to various health issues. They can raise levels of LDL, bad cholesterol, while lowering HDL, good cholesterol, leading to an increased risk of heart disease. But the impact doesn't stop there. For older adults, consuming trans fats can exacerbate the natural decline in seniors' muscle mass and function that comes with aging. Research indicates that diets high in unhealthy fats, like those found in industrial cakes, can accelerate muscle dysfunction and contribute to the accumulation of fat within muscle cells, further impairing muscle performance. Beyond the fats, industrial cakes are often high in refined sugars and low in essential nutrients. This combination can lead to spikes in blood sugar levels, followed by crashes that leave you feeling fatigued and sluggish. Over time, this pattern can contribute to muscle weakness and make it harder to maintain the energy levels needed for daily activities. Additionally, the excessive sodium content in many industrial cakes can lead to fluid retention, causing your legs to feel swollen and heavy. This not only affects comfort, but also impairs circulation, reducing the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, which are crucial for maintaining strength and mobility. While the occasional treat is fine, regularly consuming industrial cakes can have cumulative negative effects on your leg health. It's essential to be mindful of what you're eating, especially as you age. Opting for homemade or healthier alternatives can provide the sweetness you desire without compromising your well-being. Your legs carry you through life. Nourish them with the care they deserve. Number 8. Ultra-processed cheeses. Those convenient, individually wrapped slices or creamy spreads might seem like a quick fix for a snack or sandwich, but for seniors over 60, they can quietly undermining your leg strength and mobility. These cheeses are packed with sodium, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives, all of which can disrupt your body's mineral balance and circulation, leading to muscle weakness, fatigue, and even painful cramps in your legs. Let's start with the sodium. Many ultra-processed cheeses contain alarmingly high levels of salt. For instance, some varieties can have over 1,600 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. Excess sodium can cause your body to retain water, leading to swelling and discomfort in your legs. This bloating not only feels unpleasant, but also puts extra strain on your circulatory system, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles. Over time, this can contribute to muscle fatigue and weakness, making everyday activities like walking or climbing stairs more challenging. But the issues don't stop there. These cheeses often contain unhealthy fats and preservatives that can interfere with your body's ability to absorb essential minerals like calcium and magnesium. Both of these minerals are crucial for muscle function and bone health. A deficiency in calcium can lead to muscle cramps and spasms, while magnesium levels can cause weakness and fatigue. When your body's mineral balance is off, your legs may feel weaker and more prone to discomfort. Moreover, the artificial additives in ultra-processed cheeses can disrupt your gut health and overall well-being. Some studies suggest that certain emulsifiers and preservatives can alter gut bacteria, leading to inflammation and increased muscle pain. This means that even if you're getting enough nutrients from other foods, the negative effects of these additives can still impact your strength. It's not about completely eliminating cheese from your diet. After all, cheese can be a good source of protein and calcium, but it's important to be selective. Opt for natural cheeses like cheddar or mozzarella, which are lower in sodium and free from artificial additives. These options can provide the nutrients your muscles need without the harmful effects of ultra-processed varieties. Remember, your legs are your foundation. They carry you through life, helping you stay active and independent. By making mindful choices about the foods you eat, you can support your leg health and maintain your mobility for years to come. Choose wisely and give your legs the nourishment they deserve. Number 7. Industrial ice creams. Now let's talk about something many of us enjoy: ice cream. A scoop of cold, creamy ice cream can be comforting, especially on a warm afternoon or as a simple treat. But not all ice creams are created equal, and if you're over 60, those industrial store-bought varieties may be doing more harm than you realize, especially to your legs. Industrial ice creams are usually loaded with added sugars, unhealthy saturated fats, and artificial additives that can quietly wear down your muscles over time. When you eat these kinds of ice creams, your blood sugar levels spike quickly, giving you a short burst of energy. But that energy doesn't last. What follows is a sugar crash, a sudden drop in blood sugar that leaves you feeling drained, sluggish, and fatigued. And for older adults, this crash can be especially hard on your legs. You may feel heaviness, weakness, or just a lack of strength when you try to get up and move. That's because your muscles are struggling to function without steady fuel, and they're not getting the nutrients they need to recover and stay strong. These industrial desserts are also severely lacking in any real nutritional value. They don't offer the protein, vitamins, or minerals your body needs to maintain muscle mass and support healthy joints. Instead, they're full of empty calories. Calories that contribute to weight gain without providing any benefit to your muscles. Over time, this can lead to muscle exhaustion, decreased endurance, and even muscle loss, making it harder to walk, climb stairs, or do the things you love. And there's more. Many industrial ice creams are made with artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, ingredients that can trigger inflammation in your body. Inflammation isn't just a buzzword, it directly affects your joints and muscles. If your legs often feel stiff, sore, or puffy, inflammation could be a big part of the reason. These synthetic additives may taste good going down, but inside your body, they can quietly make it harder for legs to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free. Now, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy a sweet treat. Life should still be joyful, but be mindful of what you're putting into your body. Look for natural ice cream brands with simple ingredients, less sugar, and no artificial additives. Or better yet, try making your own healthy frozen treats at home using fruits and yogurt. The small choices really do add up by paying attention to what you eat. You're not just treating your taste buds, you're supporting the health and strength of your legs, your movement, and your independence, and that's something truly sweet. Number 6. Milk chocolate. Let's take a moment to talk about something that feels like a small comfort for many of us. Milk chocolate. It's sweet, it's creamy, and it brings back memories of childhood or cozy evenings. But if you're over 60 and trying to keep your legs strong and your body moving with ease, this little treat might be causing more trouble than you think. Milk chocolate is packed with added sugar and unhealthy fats, two things that are not doing your muscles or joints any favors. When you eat milk chocolate, your blood sugar spikes quickly, giving you a short burst of energy. But that's always followed by a crash, which leaves you feeling tired, sluggish, and often with heavy aching legs. This constant rise and fall in blood sugar can take a toll on your body over time, especially if your goal is to stay active and maintain strength in your lower body. What's more, the fats found in most mass-produced milk chocolates aren't the good kinds your body needs. Instead, they often contain saturated fats that can trigger inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation may sound like a vague term, but for seniors it often shows up as joint stiffness, swelling, and muscle pain, especially in the legs. Over time, this can interfere with your mobility, making everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even getting out of a chair feel more difficult than they should. Another important thing to keep in mind is that most milk chocolate contains very little actual cocoa, and that's a problem because cocoa is where the good stuff is. Those helpful antioxidants that support blood flow, reduce inflammation, and protect muscle health. Without enough cocoa, milk chocolate becomes just another source of empty calories, offering sweetness without any real benefit. It fills you up, but it doesn't fuel your body in a way that keeps your legs strong or helps you recover from daily wear and tear. Now that doesn't mean you have to give up chocolate forever. Life should still have its sweet moments, but choosing darker chocolate with a higher cocoa content and less sugar can be a much better option for your body. It gives you the pleasure of a treat while also delivering some health benefits. And more importantly, making small swaps like this can help protect your legs, your joints, and your ability to stay independent and active as the years go by. Because staying strong isn't just about avoiding pain, it's about keeping the freedom to live life on your terms. Number 5. Canned foods. Canned foods are often seen as a convenient solution, especially when you're trying to prepare meals quickly or stock up your pantry for easy access. But if you're over 60 and trying to maintain strong, healthy legs, it's important to take a closer look at what's really inside that can. Many canned products, whether soups, vegetables, meats, or even beans, are packed with sodium and preservatives that may be doing your body more harm than good. Sodium benzoate, nitrates, and other chemical preservatives are commonly used to extend shelf life, but they can silently contribute to inflammation in your muscles and joints. Inflammation may not always feel like a big deal at first, but over time it can lead to persistent leg stiffness, pain, and even swelling that makes walking or moving around that feel more difficult than it should. Excess sodium also causes your body to retain water, which often shows up as puffiness or swelling in your legs and feet. That bloated feeling isn't just uncomfortable, it puts added pressure on your joints and can make it harder for your muscles to function properly. For seniors, this can quickly lead to a vicious cycle where discomfort leads to less movement, which then leads to muscle weakening. And once leg strength starts to go, it becomes a lot harder to stay active, independent, and confident in your everyday life. Beyond the sodium and preservatives, one of the most concerning things about canned foods is their poor nutritional quality. The high heat used during the canning process destroys many of the like vitamin C, potassium, and magnesium. These nutrients play key roles in muscle contraction, energy production, and repair. Without them, your legs may feel more fatigued, cramp more easily, and recover more slowly after even mild physical activity. Even worse, some canned foods may contain BPA in the lining of the can, a chemical that can interfere with hormone function and may have long-term effects on bone and muscle health. So while these foods may seem like a smart choice in terms of time or budget, they could be silently working against your goal of staying strong, mobile, pain-free as you age. If you love the convenience of canned foods, consider healthier alternatives like low-sodium versions or products packed in water instead of heavy sauces. Better yet, when possible, choose fresher frozen options that retain more of their original nutrients and don't come with a chemical baggage. Your legs and the rest of your body will thank you.
Number 4. Filled cookies and processed snacks. Might seem like harmless little treats. Those soft-centered cookies or savory crackers you reach for during a midday
break or after dinner. But if you're over 60 and looking to stay active and strong, these kinds of processed snacks can slowly chip away at your muscle health, especially in your legs. Most of these snack foods are loaded with harmful ingredients like trans fats, added sugars, and high levels of sodium, often hidden under names that sound technical or unfamiliar on the label. The problem is that these ingredients don't just impact your waistline or blood pressure, they actually play a role in weakening your muscles and slowing down circulation, both of which are essential for strong, pain-free legs. Trans fats are especially damaging. They are often used to extend the shelf life of processed snacks, but once inside your body they can block your arteries and reduce blood flow. For your legs, that means your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen or essential nutrients like magnesium and potassium, which are critical for movement, strength, and recovery. Over time, this poor circulation leads to your legs feeling stiff, tired, and sore. You may notice that walking becomes more difficult, or you experience more frequent cramps and fatigue, even after light physical activity. The high sodium content hidden in these snacks adds another layer of concern. Sodium causes the body to retain water, and this fluid buildup can make your legs feel heavy, swollen, and uncomfortable. That swelling isn't just a cosmetic issue, it makes it harder for your leg muscles to function properly and can reduce your range of motion. On top of that, too much sodium can also deplete your potassium levels, which throws off your electrolyte balance and leads to more muscle fatigue and cramping. And let's not forget the sugar. Most filled cookies and processed snacks are packed with refined sugar that sends your blood sugar soaring, only to crash soon after. This sugar roller coaster drains your energy, leaving your muscles feeling depleted. When that happens regularly, your body has a harder time building or maintaining muscle mass, which is already a challenge as we age. If you truly care about staying mobile and independent as you get older, the best thing you can do is reduce your intake of these processed snack foods. Choose whole foods like fresh fruit, nuts, or yogurt to satisfy your cravings in a way that actually supports your muscles, not weakens them. Your legs are your foundation and they deserve better than what's hiding that shiny cookie wrapper. Number 3. Industrialized foods with MSG. Industrialized foods loaded with MSG, monosodium glutamate, might seem like
convenient choices when you're looking for something quick and tasty. MSG is widely used in chips, instant noodles, canned soups, frozen meals, and even some seasonings to boost flavor and make food more appealing.
But what many people don't realize, especially those over the age of 60, is that MSG can quietly interfere with your nervous system and muscle function over time, and the effects can show up in the legs first, where we rely on strength, balance, and flexibility the most. MSG affects how signals travel from your brain to your muscles. This may sound like a small thing, but it's incredibly important. Your brain tells your muscles when to move, how to respond to balance, or when to contract and relax. If that communication gets disrupted, even slightly, it can result in muscle weakness, poor coordination, and a greater risk of tripping or falling. For seniors, that's not just an inconvenience, it's dangerous. You might notice your legs feeling heavier, more tired than usual, or that you're cramping more often without any clear reason. These are signs that your muscles aren't getting the support they need from your nervous system. And MSG may be one of the hidden culprits. Beyond just disrupting nerve signals, MSG has also been linked to increased inflammation in the body, particularly in people who are more sensitive to additives. Inflammation doesn't just cause pain, it also reduces your body's ability to recover and maintain muscle tone. In the legs, this can show up as aching joints, swollen ankles, or a constant sense of fatigue when walking or climbing stairs. Plus, many MSG-rich foods are also packed with sodium and low in nutrients, further stressing your circulatory system and making it even harder for blood and the oxygen and nutrients it carries to reach your leg muscles effectively. As we age, our muscles naturally lose some strength, but that process speeds up dramatically if we keep eating foods that interfere with our body's ability to function well. The good news is you can make a big difference just by cutting out MSG-heavy foods and replacing them with natural whole foods. Think of fresh herbs, spices, and clean homemade meals as your best allies. They don't just taste better, they support your brain, your muscles, and importantly, your legs, helping you stay strong and independent for years to come. Number 2. Vitamin A is one of those nutrients that seems like a good thing, and it absolutely is when consumed in the right amounts. It plays a vital role in supporting your vision, immune system, and even your skin health. But when it comes to vitamins, more isn't always better, and if you're over 60, taking in too much vitamin A, especially from supplements, can quietly work against you in ways that directly impact your mobility and quality of life. One of the most concerning side effects of vitamin A excess is how it affects your muscles and bones, particularly in your legs. Too much vitamin A can cause a cold up in your body because it's a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning it doesn't flush out as easily as water-soluble ones like vitamin C. When this happens, it can lead to muscle pain, stiffness, and cramping, especially in the legs, where most seniors already tend to feel fatigue. That's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. It makes walking, standing, or even getting up from a more difficult, increasing your risk of falls or injury. Even more concerning, high levels of vitamin A can interfere with your body's ability to absorb calcium and magnesium, two key minerals that are essential for strong muscles and bones. Without enough calcium, your bones may start to weaken, becoming brittle over time. And if your magnesium levels drop, you may notice more frequent muscle cramps, spasms, and that heavy aching feeling in your legs. Over time, this imbalance can significantly reduce your leg strength and flexibility, making everyday movements harder and more painful. Many older adults unknowingly get too much vitamin A from multivitamins, fortified foods, or high-dose supplements, especially if they think more vitamins mean better health. But that's not always the case. If you're experiencing unexplained leg discomfort, cramps, or weakness, it's worth looking at your vitamin A intake. Speak with your healthcare provider about checking your levels and adjusting your supplement routine if necessary. A small change could lead to a big improvement in how your legs feel and function every day. Number 1. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of the most important vitamins for seniors, especially when it comes to maintaining strong bones and muscle health. It helps your body absorb calcium, which is essential for bone strength, and also supports overall muscle function. However, as with anything, balance is key. While most people are aware of the importance of vitamin D, many don't realize that too much of it can have serious consequences, especially as you age. When you consume excessive amounts of vitamin D, whether through supplements or fortified foods, it can lead to a condition called hypercalcemia, basically an overload of calcium in your blood. This is a real problem as it can lead to muscle stiffness, painful cramps, and severe joint discomfort. Imagine struggling to bend your knees or walk without feeling tightness in your muscles and joints. This is what can happen when there's too much calcium circulating in your body. Not only can excessive vitamin D lead to muscle and joint pain, but it can also cause calcium to accumulate in soft tissues like your muscles and tendons. Over time, this buildup of calcium can cause your legs to feel stiff, reducing your flexibility and making it harder to move freely. This stiffness can make daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods feel more difficult and painful. Your legs, which should be strong and supportive, may start to feel weak and less reliable. To make matters worse, when your body has too much vitamin D, it puts additional stress on your kidneys. This can impact your body's ability to maintain proper fluid and mineral balance, further affecting your circulation and muscle health. If the kidneys are under strain, it can lead to poor circulation, which means less oxygen and fewer nutrients get delivered to your muscles. This can result in even more weakness in your legs, as well as increased risk of muscle cramps, fatigue, and reduced mobility. As you age, it's so important to be mindful of your vitamin D intake. While it's essential for maintaining strong bones and muscles, it's just as important not to overdo it. If you're taking high-dose vitamin D supplements, or if you're unsure how much you should be getting, it's always a good idea to consult with your healthcare provider. They can help you find the right balance to support your leg strength and overall mobility, so you can continue to enjoy the active, independent life you deserve. Taking small steps now to manage your vitamin D intake could make a huge difference in how your legs feel and how much energy you have in the long run. As we wrap up today's discussion on the 2 worst vitamins that can weaken your legs after 60, I hope you're feeling a bit more empowered to take control of your health and well-being. It's crucial to remember that while vitamins are essential, too much of the wrong ones can have serious effects on your muscles, bones, and overall mobility. Being mindful of your vitamin intake, particularly vitamin D and vitamin A, can make a huge difference in how your legs feel and function as you age. But it's not just about avoiding the harmful effects, it's about taking action to keep your body strong, healthy, and capable of doing the things you love. By getting the right amount of nutrients, staying active, and consulting with your healthcare provider, you can ensure that your legs stay strong and supportive for many years to come. If you found this video helpful and you want to dive deeper into other health tips for seniors, don't forget to check out more content on our channel. We've got loads of tips and tricks to help you live your healthiest life. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes for your health, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Thanks for watching and take care of those legs. You're worth it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.